guys. So today you're gonna follow me when I'm gonna change the oil and oil filter on my Ford Fiesta. And it's, you know, it's a pretty simple job, but maybe someone who owns this car is wondering how and when and how, you know. So what you need is, actually, I mean, at least from this car, I'm using 13mm for the oil plug. On the internet, the oil plug is actually 17mm, but you know, I don't know if anyone changed it or, you know, but yeah. Have my new oil filter and there's some new oil back behind me. But what I always want to start with is to check if the oil plug comes loose as it should. So here we have the oil pan and here's the plug. So we are gonna check if it wants to come loose. And always check before. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Alright. Yeah, it's on there. Ooh! Yeah. Alright. Don't open it too much. I just wanted to check to make sure that it came loose. So now we're gonna, yeah, I just removed the oil plug. At first glance I was like, is there even a crush washer in this? Because on the oil plug there is a little ring made of, I don't know if it's like copper or something, but it's a little crusher washer that makes sure that when you tighten this, it makes sure that you have a proper seal between the oil plug and the oil pan so that no oil can slip out. So we're just gonna wash this off with some brake cleaner. Yeah, you see there's this little plastic ring. I think that's the crusher. I think. So okay, what the hell? Why is the oil plug painted white? And also it's not a 17mm either, so I'm not so sure this is the original plug. So now we have removed the oil plug. So now we're gonna remove the oil filter, and that is located behind the engine. This is gonna be very tricky to show you, but I'm gonna. So I already checked the other day if I can get this loose, so I'm gonna do that now. And one thing you have to remember, the good. Okay. Men du, Oliver, snälla. One good thing you can remember about these is that when you tighten these, you don't have to do it with much force. You just tighten it with your hand. But I'm gonna show that later. Where is the? Whoop. And the oil pan is just beneath me. So when you get the oil filter loose, just aim it down and pour it out in the oil pan underneath you. And when I say oil pan, I don't mean that one on the car. I mean the one that I collect the old oil with. So that's pretty much empty. Ah, engine oil. Yuck. You have it. That's the old filter and that's the new filter. And actually this time I'm gonna do something that I haven't actually done on my previous oil changes. I've seen so much of that on the YouTube where people change oil and talk about it. It's to pre-fill the engine oil, pre-fill the filter. I've never done that before, but this time I'm actually gonna. You see, I actually think that, yeah, you even have a little symbol on the filter that actually tells you that you should pre-fill it. The whole filter now is filled, so we're just gonna put it on. But remember, the most important thing, always take a little engine oil and grease the rubber ring. The rubber ring that's on the filter. Very important. All right. Let's try to. So, I'm gonna use a glove to tighten the filter because I'm so oily. So at least I get a little bit of a grip, because you know you just want to hand tighten it, but not too hard. But it should be on there so you don't have a leakage. So I'm just gonna tighten it. There we go. And, you know, after you hand tighten it, when you drive afterwards, you can have a little, just keep a little eye on the filter. You know, when you've been out driving a little, make sure when you put the filter on, clean it under it so you don't have any oil residue, so it's clean and dry. And when you're out driving a bit, you can always go under the car after a bit and check it so that you don't see any oil, because if you don't see any oil and it's dry, then you know that the filter is on there enough so that you don't have any leakage. And if you do have leakage, maybe try to tighten it a little bit more, but you know, I think my hand tightening now it's enough. As you can see, now, it's almost completely stopped the dripping. It's dripping a little bit, but that's so little, so you can actually proceed to put on the oil plug now that the oil, almost all the oil is.
Okay,
I don't know if you can see, but I successfully put the oil plug back, and I cleaned it up a little bit. So now the only thing left is to put the brand new oil in the car. So yeah, guys, what I've done now is I put the oil plug back, I put the new oil filter in. So the other thing left to do is to put in the new oil. If you ever work on this car, you know, not this car, not my car, but the same car with this engine configuration, like on most cars, on the oil filler hole, there is a little symbol that shows you that the little oil can with oil, but you don't have that on this. This is the oil filler cap. Just so you know, here's where you fill the oil. Like I said, here is the oil filler cap. You know, it's really weird, but yeah, looks good. All right, the oil plug is on, the new oil filter is on. I just do a little check before you start pouring. But yeah, let's start filling this baby. Yeah, I'm gonna use a funnel. pour from the side. You don't need the bubbly. Ah, brand new oil. You can hear it flow down in the engine. Alright, I don't remember exactly how much, but it was, I have a 4-liter bottle here, and it was like 3.25 liter. So we are about 1 liter in. The engine is gurgling. Alright, where are we? We are about 3 liters. We just do a little bit more, and I think, yeah, about 3.5 liter. That's good. I don't know if you can hear that, but engine is gurgling that brand new oil. I never heard an engine do that sound before. You can hear the oil going down. That's pretty funny. Alright. So let's put the filler cap back on. And yeah. I actually think we're done for today, guys. I removed the oil plug, cleaned it, removed the oil filter, buttered up the rubber seal on the oil filter, and we have some brand new oil in the car. It's good. Yeah, as you know, as you can see, it's doing the, speaking from someone though that's done the oil change a couple of times, it's not that hard. It's one bolt on the oil pan that you have to remove, and a little pan that you catch the oil with, and then just untwist the oil filter, just clean up a little, you know, around the oil plug hole, so you don't get any dirt in. But then you just screw back when all the oil has gone away from the engine, you just screw it back, screw the oil plug back, put on the new filter, hand tighten it so it sits in with the brand new oil, and that's pretty much about it. I hope this video has been good. Now, I really hope that you try this out sometime. First time, bring a professional or someone who has done this, and let them try. Not the expert, but you shall try with the supervision of an expert in the beginning. But yeah, that's about it. Have a good one and stay oily.